Okay, so what was I saying? Okay, so it's and so basically with the second house, what this is showing you when you look at a chart, it's what you value, and it's also the money that you have, and it's also how you value yourself. So if you don't value yourself, you're not gonna have money. And if you don't take care of yourself the way that somebody would value somebody does, you're not gonna have money. Like, so one of the first things they tell you to do if you don't have money is to like do things to like self-care things, like getting pampered, eating like good foods, listening to good music. Don't listen to like bad things, like speaking good words, but like really treating yourself. Somebody who's worth money, like how would you like treat them, or like what kind of gifts would you give them, stuff like that. Like wearing nice clothes, putting on makeup, it seems superficial, but it's not. Like if you don't value, like, money is just energy, and if you don't value like what the money brings you, because it brings you food, it brings you support, it gives you confidence. Like second house is also the house of confidence and self-esteem. So if you like store money, if you like save money in the bank account, like as the money grows, you feel like greater self-confidence. They're all linked, and you get more money when you do that too. So and if you're not giving yourself self-love, that's like the price that you're gonna get less money. And let me tell you, like, I've actually, like, before I even looked at astrology, I gave this advice to my cousin. She's a financial advisor, and she was wearing like all these, she was showing me like clothes she was gonna wear, and I was like, this is like so old. And I'm like, and you're gonna be meeting up with a millionaire tomorrow? I was like, you don't think he's gonna like see from his eyes like that's not millionaire clothes? Like, why would somebody take advantage, like why would somebody take financial advice from somebody who's wearing clothes that's like 5 years old and like obviously cheap? It's like, you have to like feel your worth. So I mean, that convinced her to buy like a really nice outfit for the first time. And then she like told me, she's like, Zara, like the guy like bought my deal or whatever. And then since that day, she like shops aggressively, and she like makes money aggressively. And this is what I've like thought from, not with this concept, but this is like a way that like a different theory that I had played out, and it proved that concept. So if ever you're not like having money, one of the things, the simplest, easiest thing you can do is like work from the psychological level of the second house, which is like treat yourself, like if you have like bad aspects here, then you can eat bad foods, and in that way you're like devaluing yourself, so you're devaluing that house. So yeah, basically it's like that concept of I am worthy of pampering myself, and like you enjoy it, you're enjoying the money. It's like some people can like save money forever and ever and stuff, and they're just not like, if you're not so this is like my theory or whatever, but this is like an astrological theory too, but it's like if you're not using that money, there's not going to be more money coming in. But it's really hard too, but that's what I do. So anyways, we're gonna make sure you're taking care of all the five senses, like like on a very superficial level. Just the way that you can start making things happen in this house is like wear nice clothes, but you don't have to wear like a prom outfit or like something like Gucci or like something crazy, but like wear like the nice material clothes. Like I have bought some clothes that are like really nice, and I wear those clothes, and I won't buy a lot of the other stuff. But this is just like another way, because clothing is like, what you're feeling, the five senses and everything, and just like something that you like, it's a nice, comfortable like clothing. This house is a very artistic house because it's ruling all those senses. So it rules like art, it rules makeup, it rules beauty, it rules the face, it rules this area most. So it's like the teeth, I'll let you see my teeth next time we go to work together. But I have Jupiter here, which is the planet of good luck. And everyone ever since I was little would always tell me I had like really nice teeth, and I had never had to do any work to it. And a customer was like talking to me about that when I was working at your store actually one day. And like in the middle of the conversation, I was like, yeah, I've always had good teeth. And I thought about it. I was like, I have Jupiter there. And I thought about my brother, and his teeth was up. It was like so bad. And it just randomly like transformed into like normal teeth. So I was like thinking, as I'm like talking to this customer about his medications, I'm like, my brother must have Pluto, which is a planet of like transformation, in his the second house. And he did. It's like something that I totally guessed, and it was correct and stuff. And you know how it rules the mouth and stuff, and I have Jupiter, so I laugh really loud. And one day I was like, you know who laughs really loud just like me, and I've always noticed this, is Julia Roberts. So like I looked on her chart, because she has like the same laugh as me too. It's like very jolly. And she has Jupiter in the second house. So this is funny, like how you can use the body parts and everything to see different characteristics, and it kind of confirms it or whatever for me too, when I can guess it like that. It's how one eats. If you need money, oh yeah, I already said that. Please, because so since people with planets here, you have planets here. So people with planets here can like, you know, have a focus in their career to like make money. The second house is making money through the teeth. So like a dentist, like if somebody has like a strong second house, I could say that they're going to be a dentist. You can make money from the face. Who has a lot of planets in the second house? Brad Pitt. And how does he make money? From his face, because he's an actor. Like he has like a beautiful face. It's what we value, what we find attractive. So that's why we attract what we find attractive. This is where we get our family values from. So that's why it's like tied to the family. I mean, that's absolutely true for me. I have the most spiritual family ever. My grandma was crying because she couldn't go to mosque because of the coronavirus and stuff. Like, literally like crying and stuff. It's like, and everybody in my family just like loves me so much, even though I've been like such a rebel and I've caused so much drama, just because like I am spiritual and stuff. So they like love that about me. It like supersedes anything else that I've done that was wrong and stuff. So it's funny. So like maybe like your family heritage values like Virgo things. I don't know if that's true. You'll have to tell me. Like I can't. I didn't look at that part. I can't remember it off the top of my head. But like, you know, Virgo is the house of service. So like Pisces for me was spirituality. It's in the same axis. Maybe your family really values like service or people who serve, as in like a nurse or something like that. Not like food or anything. Or yeah, it could be. Second house rules food. Oh, and then wherever the ruler of the second house goes, could show you like what your family values too.